Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica and today I'm going to be doing an Easter egg tutorial. So first you want to just draw some eggs, and a tip is you want to have the top end a little smaller than the bottom so it's not a complete oval. And I filled up my page and then I just erased them so that way you can lightly see the outlines. So first I want to start with the water, and I'm just wetting the area where I'm going to be placing the paint, and I'm starting with almost like a skin tone color because we're going for a natural looking egg. So I want to lay this color in really light, and I'm just keep going in from the left side because that's where I'm having my shadow. And right there I just added a little bit of gray to darken it up. And you can see that I'm avoiding a little bit of an area to the right, and I'm keeping that as my highlight. So I'm just going to keep adding color to the left and slowly working it over to the right so it blends out. And there I just added some more of that skin tone color because I felt like it was looking a little too gray. I'm just pulling up some highlights with a dry brush. And then I'm going to let that dry and move on to our next egg. And this is going to be a single colored egg, as if you were dyeing an egg for Easter. And I chose pink, and I maybe should have chosen a different color because I feel like the color doesn't dry very evenly. But I put in a first layer, wet on wet, and then I go in with some more color to the right and keeping that as like my shadow area, and leaving a little area in the middle as light as possible to have as our highlight. Pulling out some of that color with a thirsty brush and letting that dry. Next I'm going on to an egg as if you were dyeing it with two colors, and I chose a bright blue and this yellow, and it combines to make this beautiful green color. And I want to show you how to make an even gradient. So I'm just mixing in the colors, and I tip it a little bit so that the paint flows into each other and it makes this beautiful mixture. And I'm doing the same technique over here with a blue and the pink, and it will mix to make a purple color. I added a little too much water there, so I'm just pulling it up with a dry brush. So here I come in with a little bit of that purpley pink, and I'm smoothing it out, and I pull up some of that water over to the left, and I'm going to let that dry, and I will come back to it. But moving on to our next egg, this is going to be a speckled egg. So I've filled it in with water. I'm laying a light brown color down as our base color. And while it's still wet, I'm going to splatter some brown paint into it. And you might want to use some paper towel or some paper to cover up your other designs or eggs or other parts of the paper. And then I speckle in some blue, and I think it looks very pretty. So here I'm just kind of cleaning up my mess that I made. When you do it, just be sure to cover up anything you don't want paint on. And I'm just adding a little bit of a shadow to the one side. Moving on to the next egg is going to be natural. I'm doing another natural egg up here, and I'm going to do a hand painted. So First, I'm gonna make it look just like the natural egg. I'm doing the same technique as I did on the very first egg, and then I will come back to that. This egg that I moved on to is going to be a geode crystal-y type of egg. And I laid down the water, I put in a streak of this purple, and I'm going in with blue. I want to mix it up a little bit because I didn't want any harsh lines. And then I bring out my Fine Tech Pearl colors in gold, which as always, I love them. And I just put in a couple streaks and I speckle a little bit on there. And that one's good to go, so I'm just gonna let that dry as it is. And moving on to the last egg, I want to keep using my Fine Tech Pearl colors, and I want to do a solid gold egg because that's always fun. I did have a little bit of trouble trying to get an even look, so I switched to a bigger brush and I laid on the paint pretty thick with water, and I tapped my sketchbook so I could try to get as much of an even coat of paint on that. So I'm going to let that dry now, and I'm coming back to my blue, purple, and pink egg, and I'm bringing out my white Jelly Roll pen, my Sakura white Jelly Roll pen, and I'm just doodling a little design on the egg. I really didn't think about this beforehand, so it's just a little quick doodle. It isn't the best, but I just wanted to show you that you could take some kind of white Jelly Roll or acrylic paint and just do a fun design on any of the eggs that you paint. Then I'm coming back to that natural egg, the hand-painted one I said. So I'm just taking a super fine brush and painting some flowers and a butterfly on this, and I think it looks really pretty. It's a very classic looking hand-painted eggshell that you may or may not see around Easter time. And this exercise is fun just in general when you have new paints. If you just want to draw some circles or ovals, you can really test out how the paints work with your paper and how well they blend together. So this is fun to do anytime. It doesn't have to be just for Easter. And I did a couple blue shapes on the sides just to make you think that there's designs all the way around. And look at that gold sparkle, isn't that beautiful? And for the last golden egg, I take out one of my Kelly Creates brush markers, and these are not waterproof, just so you know, but I've been practicing some hand lettering and I really want to test it out, and I wrote Happy Easter on the egg. It might not be the best placement, but I'm still practicing and I think it turned out pretty cute. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it or learned something new today, please click that like button. Also, please let me know what your favorite egg is in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to help support my channel, and I hope you have a happy Easter and a happy holiday, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!